Hello, welcome to this latest update for Ringo's model railway. It's been a good week from the point of view of gathering provisions. The nice people at the Inland Revenue gave me a tax rebate, so after giving the wife her cut, I went out and I bought some points. So I've got a load of points. They're these ones. These are the short ones, but I've got some medium points as well. Tell you what, they're a beast to sort out. I also got things like more cork, and I got some little brass things that join the board to get, that locate the board. What else did I get? Ballast. I just bought some ballast because I had a little bit of money. So things like that, little things that you think, well, I need them, but I haven't got the cash, so I got this bonus of money, so I went and bought all this sort of stuff, so that was cool. Paid a few debts. My point motors came that I'd ordered from Chalk Garden, and I also bought a thingy board for solenoids, the things that I can't remember what it's called, something controller. Anyway, capacitor discharge unit. I don't know whether I'll need it because I'm going to use some other stuff, but it might come in handy if the point and Y system doesn't turn up, because I will use solenoid switches to switch the loading points from a switching board, so it probably will come in handy. I'm going to have to get some side mounting kits and all that sort of stuff for the point motors, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll see what happens in a couple of weeks, if it actually arrives. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to go to plan B. So that's that. What else? Oh yes, I've got some rolling stock, but we'll move on to that in a minute. I'll show you that. I didn't buy it, I got given it, so that'll come on to that in a minute. And that's about it really. It's still going forward, do you know what I mean? It's onwards, as they say. So without further ado, run VT. There's a bit of a tale about this. Peter at Chalk Garden Rail has sent me these. Now, the reason he sent me them is I am currently doing reworking their online presence and building them a brand new from the ground upwards store and stuff, because they desperately needed it. So as part of this ever-growing relationship of goodwill and the fact that I'm now making trains, he sent me these. Now these are they're a Markland dealer. They do mainly guard and rail, G-scale, some live steam and stuff. But they do you can get stuff like Engage and Double O and O and all sorts of stuff, but it's mainly garden rail. Anyway, he went off to Germany last week to Nuremberg International Toy Fair. There was a Markland dealer. They get given stuff, and he gave me he sent these up. I ordered a load of point motors, and in the box were these, and he said, that he doesn't do N. They might be useful, might be interesting. Obviously there'll be European outline, but anyway, let's have a look at them. Now these are sort of things that the dealers get as like examples or something for the showcases. I don't know, for the displays. So this is a sliding panel freight truck, and it's got a nice picture on. It's got that pictures on the side, and it looks really cool. And that will be going on the layout when I get some stuff, when I get it up and running. That'll be good. Now, this is from the 2008 one, 59th Nuremberg International Toy Fair, and there's the presentation pack for the Markland dealers that year, and it is a passenger coach. And apparently the reason it's in the 4 things is because the coach, you can buy the coach in 4 liveries. So that livery, that livery, that livery, and that livery. I know what they are. They're European outline stuff. So there you go. That looks really cool. if we just check it against my Mark IIs, it's slightly longer than that, but I'm going to run it because, you know, at the end of the day, it'll be interesting. So I'm not quite sure how it'll work. I mean, I don't know about the couplings and stuff because of the difference in wheelbase, whether it'll cause any problems, but we'll find out. But you know, so cheers, Peter. That's really good. And for those of you in the know, Peter is British Legion's dad, Nick's dad, and as everybody knows, I'm quite good friends with Nick. So you know, that's why it's happening. It's friends doing stuff for friends, I suppose. So yeah, these are cool. So thanks very much, Peter. I'll stick a link to, because Chalk Garden Rail just started a YouTube channel as well. So if you're into garden rail, go and have a look at it. It's oh yes, before I forget, this weekend in Manchester, Victoria Station reopens, and the other week I go through Victoria on the tram quite a lot. So I took a little bit of film of it going through. I think it was last weekend. So a quick look at that because it looks really cool. All right. So there you go. That's how the professionals build a railway. Like I say, Victoria opens. I think they've shut down the tram network and everything this weekend. So Victoria opens next week. So that should be dead cool. It's an amazing building. Well worth going in. And they've done a fantastic job, from what I can see, of keeping the old and merging with the new. It's brilliant. Anyway, let's go and have a look how an old duffer like me builds railways. Because we're almost going up to the end of week 3 of waiting for the wire and tube point system, I can't continue down this end until that's done. So what I've been doing is this top bit. Now this is just the return. The lines that you're looking at now you won't be able to see because they were behind the back seam. But what you will be able to see is as it comes out here of a tunnel, we come into the junction, which I'm just trying to work out now. I know it looks a mess, but it does actually make sense. If you can see, I don't know whether you can see, none of it's pinned out, well, none of it's stuck down or anything. I'm just trying to work out the right lengths to do it. So luckily it's flexi track, so I can just pin everything down. These are medium pico points, and I have had a time and a half with them trying to do all of the DCC bits and making the power connections and stuff. Absolute time and a half. I've got to solder some wires to droppers, and I'm finding it very difficult this soldering. I've got 5 thumbs per hand, and it's just doing me head in. Anyway, but I'm getting there. It's taking time, but these things do, don't they? Anyway, this junction, as you can see, we have trains coming down and trains going up. Okay, so what's happening here is that these trains coming down are coming off this point there, going across here, and they'll be going into the postal depot or whatever it is, and then I've decided I'm going to put a little TMD here just for fun. And consequently they're coming out, they're coming on this line, they're going up and then round. Then from here we have trains coming out of the station, they're going up, they're going across this line, and then they're coming along and out into what will be the countryside. Trains from the countryside will be coming in and down. I can have all sorts of actions going on. I can have trains coming down here, you know, long trains, yeah, not long trains, like freight or post coming down this way, going through the station, going round the board, and then out into the yard, and vice versa. So that's quite a big journey that will happen there. So that's this, and it's taken me so far messing about. I had to wait for the points to come. They came on Tuesday, so I started work on Tuesday on these. Like I say, last night I'd done 3 of these points and a load of short points, you know, soldering and stuff. It took me all night. This is just a nightmare. Just trying to. I'm very nervous about this. I'm sure it'll be fine eventually. I think I've got everything angled up right. I think those will smoothly join onto there. It looks like they will. I've got a bit of wiggle room at the top there. It's not actually stuck down from about there, so I've got wiggle room and stuff. I can mess about a bit, but I shall get all of these laid down. One of the reasons why I'm not going to commit it just yet is I've found the brass dowels, which I've been looking for because I didn't know what they were called. It's one of the big problems with this model railway in Lark, so that people call things strange things. Anyway, so I've got these brass dowel things coming now, and I will be fitting them in between these two boards and in between this board, which then means that I should be able to locate exactly in the same position each time. Once I can locate in exactly the same position, I know I can, then I'll fix all this down, because at that point I can cut the rails here and know that it's fine. I've got some PCB coming as well, that should be here Friday, so I can then set all this up. One of the things that, for some reason, when we actually built the table, it was level, but when I've come to put the cork on, it's not because of the cork, when I come to start, I thought it's sunk in the middle. It's not an issue, you know, but as long as it stays sunk at the same level. I don't know what happened. It seems to have just sort of like, don't know, sat for me. So anyway, I just had to build that up. But like I say, it won't be a problem, because if it happens, you know, it's permanent now. So I know the levels. I'll just put this 1.5mm cork on, just to make these level, and then that way, you know, well, I'll cut the PCB in and everything, and it'll all go down nicely. So that's the state of the track lane at the moment. It's very, like I say, I'm very slow, mainly because I'm learning as I go, and every time I do something, it's for the first time. So yeah, it's quite daunting. But I think I'll like this junction when it's done. Another philosophy that I'm doing, whether anybody realises it or not yet, all of the major point work is on this side. Yeah, obviously we've got those points over there, but they are non-layout points. They're just loading points. But everything that is to do with layout and switching and stuff is all in this immediate area. So it's all well within my reach. And I will see it from operating the trains. I can check all the points. I've got no, on the hidden section over there, I've got no hidden points. There's nothing that the main lines are going to have to go over apart from that bend. What I have done on that bend, if I just go around and show you, is that I banked the track. I was watching, I can't remember the name of the guy, but he was talking about banking his track, and I thought, oh, that was a good idea. And so I've banked this track. Now I don't know whether you can see, it's banked on this side slightly. I put an extra millimetre of cork on this side and then none on that side, and the same here, and it banks the track round quite nicely. I've run trains on it because it is powered, so it all looks good. It all looks good. I'm leaving these gaps here for now until I get everything connected. Then I can, when I'm running trains round, if there's any problems up here, I can always put droppers in under here before I put the sleepers down. So yeah, it's coming on. Anyway, this banks all the way around here, and we come into this junction and then down into the mainline station there. So yeah, so hopefully the banking will stop any problems with the trains derailing round here. They should be able to make this corner. This is it's about a 21-22 inch radius. This is about this one here is about 19 inch radius. I don't think I'm going to have any problems there, to be honest. I think, you know, even with some of the bigger things, they should go around that no problem. So there we are, that's where I am with the layout. So this weekend is a busy weekend of sorting out that junction. It's actually gone to plan. Everything fits, the angles are right. I think the curves are right. I think everything's good about it. You know, so I had to make it slightly longer because I increased the length of the points, because I thought I want more gradual points as they're coming off here. So I've increased its length slightly, which has altered my original plan, but you know, it's good. The flyover will still go over the top of it. The bridge, you know, the viaduct that I'm planning to put on there, that'll still go over it, because that doesn't go over it until this point up here. So I'll just move the tunnel entrance back and have the viaduct go over the points, so as I can still get at the points. I don't want anything in tunnels or hidden. Okay, well, that's my layout for this week. Hopefully I'll get all this laid and I'll get this whole board connected up and powered, and then we can do a bit of running and see how it looks. It should be pretty cool, and hopefully by the end of next week I should at least get these point things, these wiring tube point things, so that I can then do that, and I can connect the whole lot up and we can run a train all the way around. Wouldn't that be cool? Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.